Hi guys, welcome to another video. We've had another delivery. This time they're all actually from the same year. It's an eBay job lot that I got. And I think I won the bids at, called it £17, postage was £6. So we're looking at £23 for 5 models. Um, Quick maths, I think that's, well, let's call it just over £4.50 a model, I think. Best news about it is actually they did actually come with all their magazines, which I wasn't expecting. So there you can see already, it's 1975 the year. So that means that we've got Hesketh, March and some Brabhams to look at. In the background you can see I've got some more models that I'm selling, and also I've got 3 white metal kits. These 2 I'm actually restoring, they came as wrecks that I'm restoring. And then I've still got my Formula 5000 Shadow I'm working on in the background. But let's have a quick look at the new additions to the Formula 1 collection. So we'll start with the car you just saw on the front of that magazine. This is Alan Jones's 1975 Monaco Hesketh 308B. The Hesketh was made famous a little bit by James Hunt. James Hunt ran one in 1975 as well, after Lord Hesketh had been running marches for a little while. So the Hesketh, as you can see, a few privateer teams would use. Hunt would have the most success. I don't actually have James Hunt's car, unfortunately, but we do have this one in the Rob Walker colours. Rob Walker, he started and helped a lot of racing drivers with their careers. Sterling Moss, Graham Hill, they all drove for Rob Walker, whether it be in his Formula 1 team. I think Rob Walker also ran touring cars, GT cars, all sorts. But yeah, this is a small privateer team essentially, and had a lot of success in the early years. By the 70s, I think you had to really be a top team to have great success, one of the manufacturer-backed teams, but he still ran cars for various drivers. For example, Alan Jones, who would then go on in later years to have far more success. So that's a cool one to have in the collection. Now we do have our first duplicate, and that is the Bramilla March. I am going to keep this because I've got an idea for it. We're either going to do a respray and keep it as a Formula 1 car. I might do the Donahue Penske scheme that he sadly lost his life racing in, but I think it's still an important part of history, and it's a fantastic looking car. Or, as you see, I've got Formula 5000 over here. I might do the Formula 5000 March using this as a basis. I haven't yet decided, so we'll stick that one over there out the way. Next, let's have a look at, let's do the Brabham. We'll do some different cars. So this is the Brabham BT44B of Carlos Pace from the 1975 Brazilian Grand Prix. This is probably one of the iconic cars of the period, the Martini colours. It was cool to see the Martini colours on the Williams not too long ago. But yeah, fantastic looking Formula 1 car. I've always liked the shape of this. I just think it's a great looking design. Didn't win any championships. I think it did win a few races. I'd have to double check that. Cosworth DFV power. All these cars are Cosworth powered. But yeah, really pleased to have this one in the collection. And next, let's have a look at a March. We've got Leila Lombardi's March. Leila Lombardi was the first female driver to score a point. I think it was half a point in the Spanish Grand Prix. The Spanish Grand Prix that year, was it the Spanish? I think it was the Spanish. Was the street circuit at I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Montague, something like that. Apologies if I butchered that. Unfortunately, there was a pretty nasty accident and the race was stopped. Half points awarded, but Leila Lombardi scored in that race, I believe. Or she was the one that was involved in the accident. I might be completely remembering my facts incorrectly right now, so I do apologise. But we can look into it in more detail in its own video. But yeah, cool to have that one. I do like March, so happy to have another March. And now I think the most interesting looking car of them all. It's another Hesketh 308. It's Harold Ertl's car in the Warsteiner colours, which I think look great on any race car, especially when they were running in the gold scheme like this one. Warsteiner being a German beer. This car looks great. Harold Ertl would race a few times in Formula 1, I think, in various cars. Independently, he would source his own drives. he was backed a lot by Warsteiner, and when you look at a fair few of the cars he raced in various championships, you will find their sponsorship. But yeah, really cool to have this one. I do like the sort of extra front wing that you get on the Hesketh. That's quite a cool feature, and the very long outback area. It's probably not as thick as it is on these models, but yeah, it's still cool to see. So yeah, really happy to have that one in the collection. Yeah, so we've got two Heskeths, looking very, very different. I look forward to getting the James Hunt one eventually. So that's the two Heskeths. Rob Walker Racing and Harold Ertl's car. One's from Monaco. This one doesn't actually say which race it's from, but I should expect something like Nürburgring or something like that. The Brabham, Carlos Pace, and Layla Lombardi's March. All really cool cars to have in the collection. Let me know what you think of the 5 new cars. Obviously, this one will look very different eventually when we chop it up or do whatever we're going to do to it. But yeah, really cool to have these cars in. Hopefully, I'll have some more cars coming in about a week's time. I'm going to slow down the deliveries a little bit because I'm going, well, payday was only a couple of weeks ago and I now need to make my funds last the rest of the month. But I've got plenty of videos lined up. We'll do some one-to-one videos on some of the cars. I think there's still another delivery that I haven't yet posted up on YouTube, so we'll do that one as well. But thanks for checking out the video. Leave a little comment of what you like, what you don't like, what you're looking for, things like that. And I look forward to catching you for the next one.